Hi, this is Mark from LongIslandWatch.com. Today, a watch that has been 2 years in the making. 2 years ago, around the summer of 2023, I was contacted by a gentleman in the Harrier community. The Harrier, the jet, right? The vertical takeoff and landing jet that kind of dominated my childhood in the 80s and 90s. The jet itself is due to be sunsetted in the next couple of years, and they wanted a watch to kind of commemorate this. He's a fan of the store, fan of watches, so he reached out to me and asked if it's something that I would be interested in. And that is where we are today. I have a watch to show you, and this video is a little different than other videos or purchasing opportunities I've done in the past. This is a pre-order only. I'm going to show you a prototype. I'm going to come back after the end when I show you the prototype and tell you what's different and how to order it. However, it's probably important to note that this watch is going to be available to the Harrier community, meaning pilots, management, everyone down in Pax River. And then we are also being allowed to open it up to the public, you, watch fans, plane fans, 80s fans, whatever it may be. And this will be a limited run. The ordering window will be open for a certain amount of time. The ordering window will close, and then we will manufacture each watch and then deliver it when they come out of manufacture. So enough about that garbage. Let's get on to the watch. Join me afterwards back here to find out how to buy one. So we're here for the watch, so let's review it. This is the AV-8 Harrier limited edition, commemorative edition wristwatch. We don't know how many will be made yet because they're going out only on pre-order, opening up to the Harrier community and then also to the general public. So whoever wants one can get one. We are looking at a prototype unit. This is not a production sample, though it is extremely close to what the actual production will be. In fact, I will go over just the one or two small changes that you will see in a production unit. So here we go. So it is the AV-8 Harrier watch, and on the dial, it is a beautiful brushed silver dial radiating with these fan blade radial stripes coming out from the center. At the bottom, we can see it's a GMT, a Greenwich Mean Time, which is basically a code word for a dual time watch. It is automatic and it's 200 meters of water resistance. The watch is an automatic, which means it has no battery. It runs from the power of your wrist or through hand winding. The movement is a Seiko NH34 automatic GMT movement. To operate this movement, the first thing we will do is unscrew the crown, because it is a 200-meter water-resistant watch, so we unscrew it. We can wind it, and by winding it, we're giving it up to 40 hours of power reserve. So that means for 40 hours, you can take it off, not have to wind it, not have to wear it again. For 40 hours, and it will still continue to run. You pull the crown out 2 clicks, and you can change the time. You pull it out 1 click, and you can change the date. The date is located at the 6 o'clock position. Push down and turn until it's seated for your full 200 meters of water resistance. So onto the watch size. It is a 43 millimeter case. It is 14 millimeters thick to a slightly domed or double domed sapphire crystal with inner anti-reflective coating. It is 46 millimeters on the lug tip to lug tip. We do have holes in the lugs to change the strap to the bracelet, and I'll show you the bracelet in a minute. It is a 22 millimeter lug, and this is this is the optional strap that you do get with it. It is a brown leather strap with these nice aviator rivets. Super cool. Flipping over to the fully brushed case back, we see AV-8 Harrier, a legacy of valor, and an etching of the airplane. We have the flags of the 4 countries that are involved in this program. We have the USA, we have Spain, we have Italy, and we have the United Kingdom. We have the Islander logo because we are the manufacturer, located, there you go, you can kind of see it, on the face of the crown. This program, was pitched to us like over 2 years ago, so it's been a long time coming. I'm glad we finally got it because it just looks so awesome. I'm a child of the 70s, although I was born in 76, but the 80s is where I live my life. And the Harrier jet is certainly something from my childhood that I remember. Like, hey, Pepsi, where's my jet? Stuff like that. And, 50 years, kind of insane. It's supposed to be sunsetted or retired in 2027. So it's
awesome to be a part of this. Check out the Harrier in full front view with its armament. It just looks so mean and so cool. Oh, I didn't go over how you adjust the GMT hand. So you unscrew the crown, pull out the crown one click, and I said one direction changes the date, the other direction changes the GMT hand. In 1 hour increments, the way you read a GMT hand is off of either the inner chapter ring or the bezel. And the GMT hand revolves 1 time per day. I mentioned that the crystal is sapphire. Well, so is the bezel insert. It is sapphire as well, painted from the underneath. So it will not scratch easily at all. So it'll remain looking awesome and new for a very long time. I would like to just swap it out for the bracelet real quick so I can show you what that looks like. So here it is on the bracelet that you also get. It is a solid end link bracelet. It has female end links, so it articulates down at the case. See there. It is sized with screws, so very easy. We include the screwdriver to help you size it. The clasp is 6-position micro adjust, and it is milled and it is emblazoned with Harrier embossed across the fold over. As I had mentioned in the beginning, this is a prototype. However, it is like 99% of what the actual watch will be. The only difference, really the only cosmetic difference, is going to be, I'd mentioned before, I don't know if you caught it, the lines on the dial are meant to emulate the 23 blades that the turbine has on the engine. 2 of the lines are actually missing on our prototype between 11 and 12, between 10 and 11 and 11 and 12. So we're going to obviously add those onto the dial to make it complete and symmetric. Now, but other than that, you pretty much got everything that will be present on the watch. I do want to show you the lume, because the lume on this thing is quite impressive, and then I will put it on my wrist. So the lume is amazing, as you can see. We use BW9 and C3 Superluminova. I want to put the hands down though, because we actually loomed the canopy of the jet. How cool is that? It looks amazing. The chapter ring is done as well. No problem telling the time in the dark with this one, and it just looks so nice. So just to get an idea of how it fits, my wrist is below the bone here. My wrist is a 6.5-inch wrist, and above it's about 6 3/4. This style of case is what's known as an SKX 007 style with a 3 o'clock crown and no crown guards. I wear watches like this all the time, so it fits me perfectly. On the bracelet, there's plenty of room to go up and plenty of room to go down as well. So it's going to fit a variety of wrists, easily up to 8 inches or so. And if you need extra links, you just let us know, and we can always provide extra links to make it longer. Looks awesome. And that's it for the review of the watch. Let's talk about ordering it.
Thanks for watching the entire video. So if you're here now, you want to find out, well, how to order. Before we get to that, just a couple of things, please. There's some more changes that I was not able to go over in the video because I had to give the sample out to people for them to check out and approve down at PAX. So a few things. Since 1971 on the bottom of the dial, it's going to be made a hair larger. All of the lume on the watch will be C3 green. When you saw the lume shot, you saw the canopy and the GMT hand were blue. That's BGW9. Nix that. It's all going to be green. This is a good one. Quick release spring bars on both the bracelet and the leather strap. So if you want to swap it, it'll be quick and easy to do it yourself. And of course, the 2 lines missing from the dial, as I discussed. How to order. Okay, so go down into the video description. There will be a link. That link is a pre-order. You are paying in full today or whenever you purchase it for the watch. The pre-order window will be open for 6 weeks. At the conclusion of 6 weeks, we will take no more orders and the watches will go into production. Each one is going to be individually numbered and it will be done in, I'm forecasting about 3 months from the time the ordering window closes. Again, read the product description when you go to the purchasing link for full details. I hope to be able to deliver some of them early if I can, but I don't know what kind of response or reception we are going to get on this. Keep in mind, this is open to everybody, but specifically the Harrier pilot community, or the current pilots and ex-pilots will be involved in this, and as well as everybody in the management. And then again, they're letting me open it up to the general public, which is just totally awesome. More enthusiasts, right? That's it. So in conclusion, pre-order window, opening, video description, click the link. You can go and pre-order the product. You are going to be fully charged for the product today, and it will be delivered at a date in the future. I typically don't do this. I do not like it that much, but this is the only way I could make it such that I know the quantity I'm going to produce, and I can minimize financial risk. Mark from LongIslandWatch.com. Showing you a watch we've been working on for a couple of years. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Questions, comments, and things you want to say, put it down below. I'll be sure to address it as soon as I can. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.